Hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Juno New Origins. People seem to enjoy this. Seems there's an appeal to watching an idiot play Kerbal likes. So let's play some more. Now I have 8 grand and apparently this craft costs 4 grand. So that's interesting. You know, the tampon of terror. Can I check out my other crafts? How much do the other things cost? Alright, that's much cheaper, but that's because it's not necessarily supposed to be recovered, or, you know, a lot of it is just solid fuel. Okay, tech points are 20. I don't know if 20's gonna get us anywhere. We're just gonna go down the list. I'm gonna be boring like that. 25 will be the next one there, right? So, let's go Korea. We've got our planet, our terrestrial milestones. Is that how it works? Yeah. Drew. Oh no, so you do have planetary milestones there. Are they different from these milestones? Fulfilled contracts. Yeah, right, okay, 100 contracts. So these must be just career milestones across all 500 launches, a billion. Yeah, okay. Top speed, 300 megameters per second. Geez, there's a measurement I haven't seen in a long time. Okay, cool. Taxi driver, 5 grand. Can no longer be accepted after 30 days. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Well, let's just do this, you know? If it's 5 grand, surely it's easiest. We want to... Okay. Taxi driver. I want to be sure that you know how to properly move around without blowing up too much. There are 4 spots I want you to visit. You can go to them in any order. Once you're done, come to Town Hall. Launch a new craft. Go to all the checkpoints. Okay, sure. How hard could that be? Accepted. Can you accept multiple missions? Oh, you know what? Fast roller. Grounded for more than 10. Right, okay. You could try and do things in one go. Let's accept that as well. In fact, let's just accept everything. Because I can. Active jobs 3 out of 3. Current money 13 grand. What were the signing bonuses? Okay, yeah, okay. Sure. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I thought I only had about 4 grand. And I just got what? 1, 2, 3, another 4 in signing? How did I get 13? Let's not overthink it, Scarlet. Active crafts. Alright, well, let's just investigate. Build. Oops. Right, so this is what we've got. What can we really do with it at the moment? Add part. What are these? Command chip. Alternate to using a space capsule for controlling a craft. Ah. Drogue shoot. Text. Command disk. So what's a space capsule? If that's a command disk. Hang on. Command chip, Drew. How big's a dude? Oh, is that all? Oh, okay. Right, so it's unmanned. How do I delete you? Go away. Mysterious being that resembles... Yeah, okay. Mass and price vary with size. Right. Command chip, command disk. A pack combining command chip and space to have some batteries and gyroscopes. Oh, okay, I get what that is. Okay. To have all you need to control your craft in a single, more configurable part. Compact and lightweight alternate. Right. Oh, so this just subcategories all the parts, whereas this is all. Okay. Alright, so we don't need a dude. We probably don't need a... Like, how big is a command chip? Oh, it should be tiny. I think we're okay with the disc, because it gives us batteries and that sort of stuff as well, right? Nose cone, fuel tank, versatile fuel tank, structure. It may look like a wing, but it has no wing physics simulation. These are good when you need a lot of wing-like shapes, but don't care if they generate lift. They don't take as much processing power as a normal wing, so your design will run a little faster. Alright, you're talking meta. Right, so we've got a sort of motor thing there. Sugar spiced, everything nice. Favorite toy of any rocket nerd. But we don't necessarily need that because it seems that wheels have a self-contained torque system. Camera. Attach your camera to add new views that you can cycle through during flight. Handy. Drogue chute, fin, car wheel. Resizable wheels that have a built-in electric motor. Right, so the motor is native to the wheel. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I don't think we're going to do much better than what we've got here. Unless it can't somehow make the... unless it can't do the trip, the round trip, okay? So I guess we go... Jump tutorial craft. We'll just stick with this bloke. We'll go launch. Now... I mean, I guess you could launch from here and just drive off, who cares? But I think we'll stick with the village runway. That's more for airborne vehicles, I'm sure. Let's see. Let's see. Look at that thing. There's so much going on in that picture that really makes me wonder what's going on. Basically. Someone said you could recenter the camera. There you go. There's the button there. Perfect. Okay. Get a new craft. Get to the start point. Blow up your craft mid-flight. No, I don't want to do that. Visit some of the... Taxi driver. Visit some locations in the Juno village. Oh, maintenance hangar is highlighted? Let's see. Nick, is there a status... Because this is battery powered. But is the battery finite? We don't seem to have fuel. Wait, so why do I have a fuel tank on this? If there's battery within the command capsule. I don't know. Upper patio. Oh, perfect. I was looking for a simple way down there. Oh! Doing bloody nose stands. I wonder if I hit... I was going to say, do I explode if I hit a wall? Doesn't seem so. Alright, got 4 destinations to go to. Dark back door? Oh, Jesus. Story of my life. No. It's a cool little town. It's very clever, right? Because it is. It's forcing me to get my head around how controls work. Like, you're kidding yourself if you don't realize this is clearly a tutorial. The contracts are meted out in such a way that I do exactly what I'm doing right now. Alright. I love this. I might have to bring a bit more Kerbal back into rotation. We were playing some of it a little bit earlier, last month. This month? God, it's all one long year. As you might have noticed, I've kind of... Fuck. I can't slow down. Hang on. Are we on a bit of a slope here? Yeah, we might be. yeah, I'm going a little bit hard in the paint on videos at the moment. And to be honest, this is where I'm happiest. So, yeah, I guess we could bring Kerbal back in. Oh. There we go. We do have a fuel. Fuck, are you serious? We do see this green bar here. It doesn't explicitly say a percentage, but that must be battery. I wonder what the other bar is on the other side. With my orbital speed, let's go. Oh, this thing is awful to steer. It's not great in reverse. I'm just worried. I don't really want to bumper park this thing. Screw. The camera, you know, now I'm getting used to the camera. It's not terrible. Not that it was necessarily terrible. Juno statue. At least I can sort of see my heading through the spheres. Yeah. Oh, hang on, don't smash on these. Oh, Jesus. I think if I hit one of those bollards, it probably would have destroyed me. Alright. In flight. Recover craft. Recovery bonus, look at that. Oh, if you're not happy. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. This is fantastic. Alright, very cool. I didn't get any tech points. Oh, right, you get tech points for doing milestones, right? What's going on there? Career? So you can see there, it's giving me more and more that's incrementing. Remember to bring cameras with you, get to the top of the peak. Right. So it's just going to keep giving me in-stream. If I cancel this, it will... Alright, there's a cancellation fee. However, will the contract still stand? I'm going to try it. Okay, and then I could retake it again. Active jobs 1 of 2. Uh-oh. What happens if I retake it? 2 of 3. Maybe that's actually a bug, to be honest. The fact that it takes away my job active slots. I think that's a bug. That strikes me as. Okay, so we've got Drew specific milestones. However, I don't know if getting any of these stars gives you anything. Oh no, it does too. There you go, tech points. And there's multiple tiers to them as well. Holy shit. Orbits. Do 1,000 orbits of this planet. Right. Scrapping returns. So we'll get 10 tech points if we get some more returns. Launched craft. Yeah. So we're sort of going to get them by accident. We just keep chipping away. What I was thinking, like, do we pivot and do we try and go for specific milestones? Right? At the moment, I don't think we need to do that. So, fast roller. Let's do that. Grounded for more than 10 seconds. Go faster than 27 meters per second. Hold your speed. Now, how much money do we have? 16 grand? Yeah, I mean, we could do it. Problem is, I'm not really excited about smashing my vehicle and not recovering it. But I don't know if I have any other... Let's go to the village pad. I know that's a bit unusual, because this is a vertical launch location. However, I want to know where it is. Oh, look! It's at the bottom of the thing. Ah. Right. Now, that's a very aggressive zoom. Holy shit. Look at how mountainous this planet is. All right, so I don't really think I have a lot of choices here as far as trying to get top speed. All right. How do I... Where's my recover button? Oop. Oop. End flight. Retry, undo. Undo and exit. Okay. Launch. Village runway. Let's go. We're just going to bloody send it. It's going to cost me 4 grand. Oh, actually, no. Scarlett's changed his mind. He's had an idea. Undo and exit. Right, I was inferring, because the body of this vehicle is a fucking fuel tank, right? Which we don't need. Load craft. Can't I just make one from scratch? Build. Well, we probably need those wheels. Yeah, so fuel tank. Explosive power 0. Engine thrust. Tank set? How do you know how much fuel's in it? Fuel tank. Selected tank. 0 grams. Hang on. Delta V 0. Yeah, but we don't have an engine attached to it. Versatile fuel tank can be resized into many and can hold many different types of fuel. Right, so if I click on you, selected tank, and then, oh, I don't know, let's put propulsion on you. What's this, crew assignment? Oh, hang on. Oh, can I write my own function here? Oh! Oh, wow, you've got Kerbal beat there, man. Okay, so this selected tank, 85 kilos. Hang on. Shit. That tank is 0, right? But as soon as we... How much do you weigh? 15 kilos. And now all of a sudden, it weighs 85 kilos. Fuel type solid. That's interesting. So it fills the entire tank. Right. Depending on the propulsion unit attached to it, right? Goblin solid motor. Right. So what's our takeaway? Our takeaway is that the fuel tank on that is just like fuselage. It's empty. It's empty until you put propulsion on it. We could test this actually by clicking it. See how it says 0 kilos, and then if I were to stick a fucking rocket on the back of it and click it, 76 kilos. So it's automatically filling it with fuel. Interesting. Okay, cool. We don't necessarily need to change any of that. Yeah, so what I was going to potentially try and... I was positing that maybe we have a fuel tank full of fuel attached to it, which is doing nothing, and then we could remove it. Let's go here. Village runway, that's all we've got. For a speed test. So how can we make this thing faster? Its aerodynamic profile is kind of perfect. I suppose we could elongate the nose cone. Potentially, maybe. We could probably try and encase the wheels within the nose cone's aerodynamic profile. How would we do that? I suppose we could move the wheels back to here and widen the cone. Anyway. Fast roller. Grounded for 10 seconds. Go faster than 27.8 meters per second. It's a little bit of zip, isn't it? All right, so we're just going to creep up to the edge of this runway. Yeah, look at that. We're getting, that's like drag is doing that. And friction, presumably. I haven't seen anything that would map friction. There we go. That's what we wanted. We wanted to creep onto it. All right, let's send it. Oh, this is going to be cutting it fine, isn't it? Oh, you fuck. You know what, though? If I actually held down the accelerator, that might have helped. I was too busy, because when you hit that lip, it gets airborne if you're going even just a little bit fast. You completed tier 1 of launch crafts? What was that? Okay, sure. Oh, right, so that probably counted a launch even though I reset it? Alright, now we're gonna hold it down, baby. Hold it down. Oh, that's much better. Hold your speed for at least 5 seconds. Look at that. End flight. Recover craft. I mean, you never know. We might be able to land this. I have no control. Come on, baby. Come on. You can land. No, you can't. Recover craft. No, I think we're good. Save flight. Save and exit. We'll take the L. We'll take the dollar cost. That's fine. Tech point 60. Let's go. All right, well, maybe we actually do think about what we buy next. All right? It's our only agency. So, what's this? More complex you need to make your craft, the more stages you'll need. Oh, there's a stage ceiling in this. Ah. Interstage. Use this to craft, split your craft. Okay, so this is a decoupler if you're familiar with Kerbal. And essentially what, again, maybe you've never played Kerbal, or it's actually not super approachable. So I will explain this stuff as best I can. But the idea is that you could have multiple stages of your rocket. Say you want to change your thrust to weight profile halfway up through the atmosphere. You don't necessarily want to try and do it all in one long rocket because that's dead weight that you're carrying. So you chop it up into little, like, 5 different stages. In this case, 3 stages that are more appropriate. You know, let's say the second stage is 2/3 up into the atmosphere. You detach the old booster, because the booster's actually just a fuel delivery system. It's usually quite cheap. The only expensive thing and weight is the fuel. So once you've burnt through it, the rest of it's like just paper. So you cut it free and it helps your aerodynamic and flight profile. And then you can construct the next 2 stages appropriately from that point in the atmosphere. There you go. I've never had to explain staging, but I guess that probably makes sense. Of course, you can be imaginative if you want to go to, like, landing on planets and ejecting parts of your ship and splitting it in half and doing all kind of cool stuff. I suppose you could do that with staging as well, but my brain's a bit too small for that. Fuel lines. Let you send fuel across any part of your rocket, letting it reach your engines no matter what the configuration of the structure is. Okay. What the fuck? I don't know if there's fuel lines. I think you can redistribute fuel in Kerbal. And again, I don't know if it models, because again, I come from a naval background, you know, and especially in the marine engineering area, right? And things like free surface across a fuel area in your ship is a real thing that you have to really pay attention to, especially with larger ships. There you go, I'll give you a quick lesson. But the idea is that if you have like a half full or an unbalanced fuel situation, you know, your port and starboard fuel tanks aren't level with each other, or one's bigger than the other, or you got to be careful that the ship's not rolling too much, because free surface, when the ship starts to tilt, it builds huge momentum across the surface of the fluid, of the fuel, and what you can do is accidentally roll the ship over. I don't know if that sort of thing's modeled in something like this. Maybe in something like From the Depths or something that's more seamanship based. But it's just interesting. And then, so redistributing and rebalancing your fuel tanks in real life is a real thing, because if you don't, you can do shit like have momentum-based rolling of a ship or something. Anyway, a little bit off topic, but if you're watching this far, you're probably interested in that sort of stuff. So this is cool. Fuel lines. Pressure fed. Simplest possible rocket engine. Oh, it's an engine type. It isn't very powerful, but it works great in space. As a plus, it can gimbal, enabling for precise maneuvers. Right, so gimbal is a steering type I've come to learn from playing Kerbal. Pressure fed. Bell nozzle. Bell-shaped nozzle provides better performance than their conical counterparts. This one is resizable. Oh, I think if a cone would be straight triangle-like on the edge, and then the bell has a curvature to it, sort of like the nose cone. What's this? Fuel type, Kerolox. A more refined version of the jet fuel mixed with liquid oxygen, providing a high energy density. Oh, so that's like AVCAT. Fuck. That stuff is dangerous, man. Storing it and all that's just nightmarish. The maximum size of a rocket engine, 150%. Oh, so you can freely scale, but there are limits to the scalability. That's very cool from a game mechanic. The Genome rocket, or the Gnome rocket. Genome. I'm pretty sure it's Gnome, you goose. As close to a deflating balloon as you can get in terms of complexity, but also in terms of thrust. Okay, so really basic bitch rocket. New contracts. We do have another rocket already, so you can see that's a build on Backyard Scientists. Okay, mechanical engineering. What's this? Dead weight? Lead pellets you can put in your fuel tanks to adjust the... that's what I was sort of wondering about. So you could change... This will give us more... I'm guessing there's a lot of hidden dials and adjustors that we don't have access to at the moment. So this would give us a bit more play over the composition of your fuel in the fuel tank, I think. Strut. Block. Yeah, cool. Novice managers. Enable map view. Check your crafts from space. Max active crafts. It's a limit to ensure you don't pollute the system for no reason. Max contract offered. Right, so if we had a mission on way doing an orbit or something like that, it takes up the slot. This has got Kerbal beat from a career perspective. And again, that's not Kerbal's fault. Kerbal wasn't supposed to be a career-based game, and it went bloody 8 years or something before they even added career. This has been built from the beginning going, well, what if we took those sensibilities? Arguably like what you're hoping Kerbal 2 is going to do. All this shit here, I hope is in Kerbal 2 badly. Otherwise, this could make Kerbal 2 look quite bad. Control surface per wing. Amount of control surfaces you can pack onto a single wing. Okay. I don't know a lot about wings and aerodynamics. Wing chord? Between size the wing can have between its front and back. Oh, we were resizing wings before. Okay, right. So these are the limits of your wings, right? Large wing, electric motor, can continuously rotate, uses electricity. So we could put a prop on that, right? New contracts. Static electricity. Command disk battery is increased. A chemical storage for your power needs so you don't depend strictly on power generation. Yeah. And then racer. Wheel torque. The torque of a motor defines how much force you can do. Oh, a torque limit. Yeah, because we changed the torque on the front wheels, didn't we? Brakes. Racing rim. A rim containing a motor designed for speed with decent torque and a great gear increment. I really have to wonder if smooth tire. Can I look further down here? Small landing gear. Off-roader. Wheel suspension. Rover wheeled size. A TARDIS for a wheel. Double wheel. Monster truck. Wheel torque. Ready for touchdown. Hinge. No, I'm getting into the wrong tree. So this game never goes into like, someone mentioned From the Depths. Maybe I'll go back and check it out because that does go into engine construction, drivetrains, camshafts, carbies, all sorts of stuff, right? Things that are a little bit closer to home for Scarlett. Whereas this doesn't really have a drive chain, anything. It's treated more like, well, I suppose like a rover, I would assume, where it's essentially just a small little engine associated with the wheel. It was interesting to see, where was it? Where was the one with the electric motor? Wingspan. The Eternal Wheel. Electric motor torque. Electric motor size. So maybe you could do something with this detached electric motor. But I get the feeling that, I mean, this isn't supposed to be a terrestrial vehicle game, right? This is a space game, and then you have rovers. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you look at it from that secondarily, it makes a lot more sense. But the simulation seems to be limited to the wheel has its own propulsion built in, and then you attach a battery to make sure it doesn't run out, and don't overthink it. I think that sounds about right. Anyway, look, I know I got bogged down a little bit looking at the tech tree, but we're starting to give a shit. So I think that made sense. Let me know if you want to see some more, team. I'm really enjoying this. It seems like there's a bunch of you getting into it as well. I'd be happy to really start chipping away at it. Anyway, I might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.